Know that this is not a one-night event for the newly crowned Miss Decatur County. She has many obligations to fulfill during the upcoming year. The winner will reign over the Decatur County Fair from July 11th through the 17th. She must also be willing to spend the period of time in January 2025 competing for the title of Miss Indiana State Fair 2025. She also will be asked to participate in any county parade or community event during the year. I would also like to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors. I will direct you to the inside of your program where you will see a list of the many businesses that make this program possible. There are numerous prizes given to the winners of tonight's pageant. Many of the expenses to put this pageant on are covered by their generous contributions as well.
All right, so we're waiting here. I heard from not from the judges, but from the committee that it was going to be a little bit of time.
Oh, really?
There was some heavy deliberation to happen.
Okay. All right. This is a tough decision, I have no doubt.
It is, and what was interesting as I was backstage, there were a group of us, maybe 5, and everybody had a different winner picked.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because a lot of times, you usually find maybe we lean one or the other more so, especially out of the group. So.
Yeah, very interesting that everybody has a different one. I want to say, though, that these girls all have done a great job, and just wanted to talk for a moment. We give that scholarship. I think we've done that, 5 or 6 years now, that we've done that in honor of Beth, and so they all did a really great job this year.
And we just have to talk just a minute about Beth. She was just awesome.
She was. And I always say it fit this, not only the glitz and glamour for Beth. She loved big hair. She loved sparkles. She loved jewelry. Mm-hmm. But she always said, let's go, girls.
Says, let's get our mojo on.
That's right. Get our mojo on and let's go, girls.
Yeah. We were so fortunate. Beth had many, many years at the BMV. And then when she retired, she still was looking for something to do. And we were so fortunate to have her join us and be a part of our staff. And just having that opportunity to work with her and get to know her. And I think that she motivated us. She supported us. And we just had fun.
We did.
You know, and we always said with Beth, you knew that it wasn't winter time till she quit wearing her flip-flops.
That's right. When the snow fell, she closed toe shoes.
It had to fall with some inches before she gave those up. So.
That's right. So we are honored that we're able to do that every year for her and her family. And we know that they were heavy into 4-H as well, both Lane and Cody, her kids. And Lane's went on to be a vet.
Yeah. So... and they have show cattle and just continue to, support the 4-H programs. And, but she was a vital part. The whole Sanders family has been a big part of Decatur County agriculture. And like we said, our blessing was to have our time with Beth.
It was. So we hope the girls take that with them. And again, the essays that they did were absolutely great and so hard. But I tell you, I felt like Grace... hers gave such detail of her day.
She had it down. I mean, she has a routine.
She has a routine. And, she included so many important parts of Decatur County. But every essay, every single one of them included the courthouse. And I thought to myself, we joke, we travel, and we tell people we have a tree growing out of the courthouse. Mm-hmm. But the fact that, yes, we do, and everybody found that was an important part of our community.
Yes. It's kind of the symbol of our county.
Is.
It's a very big piece of it, but you don't, because we kind of sometimes even take it for granted. But when you say to someone, we have a tree in our courthouse, then, you go through the whole story. And
you do. So, everybody included that. But I really thought Grace, describing her sunset and going home to dinner. And I think that just very much describes what Decatur County is, and that very family-oriented and community-oriented. And that's why we're here. That's why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
Well, we are, I think, anxiously awaiting for the judges to make a comeback. I'm waiting on Christopher to give us a good joke, but he's not done it yet.
He's not done that yet.
Oh, listen, girls. Jacket. While I was back there, I got to see his jacket because I wasn't sure what color it was for sure.
Is it like burgundy-ish?
Oh, listen, it is black with poppin' bubblegum pink on it.
Seriously?
Yes.
Speaking of fashion, I found out that one of our contestants, the last one in the black dress,
Number 5,
Carly,
Carly.
yes, made her dress.
She made, how amazing is that?
Yes, one of my friends is down there and texted me. She
She made that
right?
dress.
And I was like,
Well, she did a
she needs to make
phenomenal
me a
job.
dress.
That's right.
It's
She
incredible.
did a great job. Yes.
The talent just among these girls on the stage is just incredible.
Oh yeah, they each have their own thing.
They
So
do.
Morgan, like, you've been through the pageant thing, like where they're at right now, just kind of in that anticipation, waiting mode. I mean, what goes through your head at this point?
Well, I'll tell you. So I've been involved in 2 different pageants, but 3 total. So I ran for Miss Tree City, and for Miss Tree City, they make you wait a week.
They do, don't they? I forgot about that.
So you can imagine, and I happened to work with one of the women who knew the
That's
results.
awesome.
And when I tell you, Ashley avoided me like the plague, but
Well,
she
it
kept
had
it
to
in a
be hard to,
lockbox, and I tried.
You tried. You could
tried.
get it.
I needed to know, but I did not ever break her. I'll tell you, the bicentennial pageant, I was a part of that one, was like this one, and it took almost an hour and a half.
It was a long one.
Yes.
That was a very long and detailed.
Yes,
And
we
you
had
know-
our prosecutor and our mayor backstage, and we were so bored at that point because we were tired, and all of us in our poofy dresses sitting on the floor around them as they explained what it took to be a lawyer because we were that bored.
That's, you know what? You do what you got to do in this world.
Like,
Life.
throw a little shout out to Marilee Davis because she has been
Oh,
so
Mary Lou was
involved.
back there with us watching and
She's
listening.
amazing.
She was asking questions about being a lawyer too.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the judges, it looks like Barbie just escorted them back. And while we have a moment, Barbie Wechter, and I
She's
know
awesome.
Mark recognized her earlier, but she's been doing this for, goodness, 20, 30 years at this point, I think we're going on. And she just rolls this thing out like it's nobody's business. And so we do appreciate everything that she does along with the rest of her committee. I know they all bring it together. And while we just have a quick moment, this year it's a community effort hosting Queens, Cookies with the Queens.
I can't wait. That's going to be fun.
So after the parade in the Farm and Home building, so right about 4:30 until 6, Miss Decatur County will be there. Miss Tree City will be there. I think the 4-H King and Queen. There'll be a photo opportunity by Shutter Up Photos, Paige Rosa.
Yeah.
They're taking that. There will be cookies and lemonade.
Yes, because the Indiana State Fair Queen is going to come
She
down
is.
and be in our fair parade, which I believe is one of the first time in years
A long
and years
time.
that this has happened. So we're going to be surrounded by royalty.
We will. So you can come out, bring your kiddos. They can have
Royalty and cookies. You can't beat it,
That's
girls.
right. Again, they can have cookies with the queen, so cookies and lemonade. They're going to make tiaras. They'll have those there to make. We have Easterling's balloon art coming.
Yes.
And they will be making wands for everybody.
And they're awesome. I got to have a sample wand at another event, and it even had a little light and a little shaker in the red heart part of it.
It's very,
So
very cool.
It was very awesome.
So that'll be going on after the parade until 6 o'clock. We'll be bringing you live at 5 News. So, Morgan, we will be in the royalty. We should probably have our own crowns to wear that
I
night.
think you two should
I
have a
actually
tiara.
already have a sash.
That's
that
true,
I
you do
could
have a
wear. I have
sash.
2 sashes.
And, you know,
Do you
Josh,
have a tiara, girls?
I think we're going to need one.
I
some
think
tiaras.
I
That's
may
right.
just take care of that.
Well, and
for
you know, the king, Joshua Marsh, will be there along with us. So, all right, guys, it looks like it is time.
Yes.
Again, good luck to all 5 contestants tonight. And here we're going to turn it over to Christopher.
All right, so we have our decision. So for this year's, is this on? All right. For this year's Miss Congeniality for 2024, your winner is contestant number 4, Bailey Ebbing.
Okay, so Miss Congeniality just named. It was contestant number 4, Bailey Ebbing. Again, she's worked with the STEM assistant in the STEM lab at North Decatur this year, headed to Purdue University this fall.
For your second runner-up for 2024,
All right, girls, you
contestant
ready?
number 5, Carly Thomas.
All right, so second runner-up, Carly Thomas. And she's contestant number 5. She's the one Morgan was talking about, made her own dress. And she did an outstanding job. Again, it's a black. It has the slit up to her knee. And Carly is headed to Trine University this fall. And Carly shows horses, so I'm excited to see her in action this year.
Your first runner-up for 2024, contestant number 1, Kennedy Steer.
Kennedy Steer is your first runner-up for 2024. Kennedy is a graduate of North Decatur High School, currently in the University of Indianapolis with a Bachelor's of Science in Exercise Science and working towards a doctorate of occupational therapy. She wants to work with pediatric occupational therapy patients. All right, girls. Are we ready?
And now for our new 2024 Miss Decatur County contestant number 4, Bailey Ebbing.
Bailey Ebbing. She's also your Miss Congeniality, but she is also your Miss Decatur County 2024. Again, Bailey headed to Purdue University this fall. She's been a student as well at Ivy Tech working on a medical transcriptionist. She has several volunteer opportunities. She's started designing a blanket to youth program using upcycled fabric donations to create blankets.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen,
for those
for
in
attending
foster
our
care.
Miss Decatur County
Every
pageant tonight.
Child Succeeds Housing Program volunteer, Camp Invention volunteer, as well as Champions of Youth Mentors.
You have
So
helped
we
make
will
our evening very special.
be getting
Let's
our winners
please give
and
our
get them on
2024
stage.
Miss Decatur County another
All right, Bailey in
nice
blue.
round of
I told you,
applause.
the blue dress stood out, Morgan.
First
There it
place
was.
is blue.
That's right. So she's the first step is to have her first
You
walk
may now
here.
come to the stage at this time for
And then
pictures
we
to
will
meet
start
our new
getting
queen.
our
Thank you for coming.
contestants up on the radio. So I think maybe going to send her on down to grab people, and we'll get our contestants. What a contest that was.
All right.
I heard that the interviews were outstanding, and that I think was the biggest challenge in trying to get the top winners. So we are excited for everybody that has placed. And again, Miss Congeniality and Miss Decatur County 2024, that is Miss Bailey Ebbing. Your first runner-up is Kennedy Steer. And then your second runner-up is Carly Thomas. So congratulations to all of those people. And we're excited to kick off the fair. This officially does it. Hard to believe we're already at this time of the summer.
Oh, I know. It's just basically we get trucking right through the 4th of July, and fair's here.
We do. So, and Miss Decatur County's first duty, we'll say, is the 4th of July parade.
Absolutely.
So I'll be excited to see what vehicle she's going to have, because that's always the fun thing, right? Morgan's picking out the car for the parade.
It is. I can say I always had the coolest car. Of
You
my
did.
friend's Mini Cooper.
You had the
convertible.
Cooper. That's right.
It was
Yes.
among the Mustangs and the old cars and, the Challengers.
fun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we had the Mini Coupe.
That's
Yeah.
right.
A classic, if you will.
So, girls, tell me, just out of the 5 dresses that were there at the end, what was your favorite? What's your pick?
The dress, they all were so individualized. So, like the blue color was the pop of that blue, but then the black, and Morgan was telling us that she made her own.
Yes,
dress,
Carly
right?
Thomas.
Yes, that was very cool. I'm between Grace's pink dress
The pink pop, didn't
and
it?
the red dress, but there's something about that red dress. I don't
Does
know
the
what it
pink
is.
remind you of the Legally Blonde?
It does.
stuff?
And Grace, to me, I always call her my little Barbie doll because she
Just
looks
very much
like,
yes.
if she could be in a
Her
movie,
hair and
life
her-
size, that
And
movie.
what a sweet soul. And, she was,
she's so sweet.
again, our Beth Sanders Award winner. But,
Mhm.
like I said, she very involved in the community. And Grace had her run as Miss Tree City. And we're proud of her for
100%.
that. And she continues to represent our county very well.
100%. She's fabulous. She lives in my neighborhood. We've known each other through school and everything like that. And I mean, she's awesome.
Every dress up there was great. I don't know if I had to pick. The blue still stands out for me. But again, Maddie Bowman's dress tonight
That's
too
what I was gonna
for her
say.
final walk. So pretty.
Yeah.
She came backstage. She's
It's
like, I
so-
don't cry, and I just cried.
It's so elegant.
It is.
It's just very fitting for the moment. Well, you think about a year's worth of emotions. I mean, she's worked hard. She's been busy. And she's not just been the queen. She's been working
everything.
and student
And
and
all of
daughter
those
and
things.
all of the, and so that in itself is just an amazing task, you
Yeah.
know, for a year.
Not
And
to
then-
mention her cousin forcing her to be Elsa not once but
But
twice.
Oh, that's
Twice.
right. You guys
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys did represent,
Twice.
didn't you?
know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then you think of like the stress, because I've talked to some of the girls who've gone through the Indiana State Fair Queen pageant. That's very stressful.
Yes, it's intense.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it's not like our own pageant. It's
It's very, I mean,
a little
it's-
more what you think of when you hear
It's
pageant.
it's a
true
full bore.
watch
yes.
Miss Congeniality.
That's
type
what
of
I was going to
pageant.
say. Then you think about that and you think, oh wow, because
Mhm.
that, you know, intense and competitive. So
100%.
yeah,
We
so
will start to filter our winners down this way. They're still taking pictures up on this stage. Do you have our list of sponsors?
I do have, sit tight here, and I will get those pulled up for us. And we want to thank everybody that has jumped on the sponsorship wagon. We've got lots and lots of things coming up for the fair.
I know, I'm excited. We've
Yeah.
got Morgan and I just can't wait for the fair to get here, can we? After the setup's done, we're good. It's those initial couple of days, but
Once the first problem happens and
and then we're solved
the
it.
rest of
really
them are
okay.
easier,
Like
aren't they?
after that, it flies.
It is. But yeah, lots of new stuff coming up at the Decatur County Fair this year. But our sponsors for tonight.
Cobia Solar, and we want to thank them. And actually, Cobia Solar is our actual presenting sponsor at WTRE all the fair.
All fair, all the time.
We're going to let you have all kinds of stuff happening. The Napoleon State Bank, Decatur County Recycling, Obermeyer Agri Group, and Decatur County REMC. Can't do it without all of you, and we appreciate you all so much for being sponsors and supporting not only WTRE, but the Decatur County Fair.
All right, we've got our second runner-up making her way over, so we're going to hand over a headset here. All right, and we have got Miss Decatur County second runner-up, Carly Thomas. You can go ahead. I don't know if you can slide it over, you can just talk into the mic if it's easier for you.
Okay.
Great job. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
So is this your first pageant experience?
Yes, first pageant.
So what do you think?
It definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay.
I thought it would be a lot of work and like really scary with all the people watching, but it really wasn't too bad.
What did you learn the most from this experience?
Definitely correct walking. I never realized how hard it was going to be to have correct posture and walk in high heels. I've really only worn high heels like 2 other times in my life.
So you've mastered it now. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
All right, so then I've heard you made your dress.
Um,
Did I hear this correctly?
not this dress. I
Not
did
that dress.
fix it from
Okay.
the original size, but
Okay.
I did not make this
dress.
one.
Okay, so you have lots of hidden talents, I'm hearing. So tell us some of your interests and hobbies in general.
I'm going to say my biggest interest and hobby is definitely in the horses. I show horses, ride horses, train, and give riding lessons. I think my other hobbies are definitely going to be, like you said, I sew, I draw, and paint, but those are probably my biggest ones.
So as we head into the fair for this year, what are you looking forward to?
I think I'm definitely looking forward to this. Is my last year for showing horses, so I can't wait to make it the best last year in the horses.
All right, and so after summer's over, you're headed to Trine University.
Yep, Trine University.
All right, and what are you going to major in?
Biomedical engineering is the plan.
All right, so what's your long-term goals?
Long-term goal is I think that I would eventually like to continue to medical school to pursue radiology. I'm not entirely sure on that yet, but that's the current goal.
All right, and we can't let you go without knowing what's your favorite fair food?
My favorite fair food is going to have to be a tie between the ice cream and the fish sandwiches that the fire station gives out.
Oh, look at you. Two at the top, and they're right there side by side. So,
Yeah.
well, congratulations once again, Carly Thomas. You are our second runner-up this year for the Miss Decatur County pageant. I know it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
We appreciate you stepping out and doing it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And it looks like next up we have got first runner-up, Miss Kennedy Steer. She's going to make her way on over here. We'll trade off. There you are, dear. I don't know. Can you get it over? You just have your arms full of everything. So there we go. All right. First runner-up, Miss Kennedy Steer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So was this your first pageant?
I was very nervous.
So what was some of your learning experiences or takeaways?
So I was very surprised about like how you have to walk perfectly and do this perfect walk and spin. I was so surprised by that.
So how did you prepare for the pageant?
Maddie prepared us very well. I'm so incredibly thankful for her. And I also practiced at home a little bit, made my parents watch me while I did the little walk and stuff. But
So what made you step out? What made you want to run for Miss Decatur County?
that's a good question. I was thinking that it would just be a great opportunity, and being Miss Decatur County, there's a bunch of roles that you get to do and so many duties you get to fulfill, and being such a role model, it's just an amazing thing to come out for.
So tell us some of your hobbies and interests that have kind of brought you to this point in life.
Yes. So I am a 2-year camp counselor at Camp Rainbow, and from that I have learned a deep passion for working with kids with special needs, and that's what I want to continue my career as being. And I just feel like doing this really helped me become a full-rounded person and a better person in general.
So what was the most, let's say, intimidating part of this pageant?
Oh, yes. Okay, so the interview, but once I got there, it wasn't so bad.
Okay.
But the on-stage, word question, I freaked out.
So what was your word?
Acceptance.
Yes.
But, there was so much more I wanted to say, and I just totally blanked. So I just said a few words and was like, thank you.
I do feel like, though, it's funny how things happen. I think there's always divine intervention in my world. But the fact that that's what was the word that you chose and what you do in life.
Yes, that's what I wanted to. I didn't think about it at the moment, but I would love to speak about that there being acceptance for all kids and that you should be accepting of everyone in life.
Very good. Well, we're so proud of you. Thanks for stepping out and
Thank
putting
you so
yourself out there.
much.
As we head into the fair, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just walking around with my friends, looking at all the projects and just riding rides and eating the amazing fair food, obviously.
Well, we can't let you go without knowing what is your favorite fair food.
So I love the donuts. I could probably eat those every time, and then I feel so guilty after. And then I also love the fried Twinkies and Oreos. I could eat those all day.
You just can't go wrong with fair
Literally.
food. I just make my rounds.
Exactly.
You have to visit everybody.
Once
so
I think back at the end of the day how much I ate, I was like, oh my.
it's, you took in a lot.
Yes.
Well, very good. Well, we hope you enjoy your time. Stop by and see us while you're out and about.
Yes.
Again, first runner-up, Miss Kennedy Sears. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And she's got her flowers and her trophy, and you can go celebrate now, right? Yes. Very good. All right, guys. We've got Miss Decatur County yet to come. She's making her way, I think, this way. Slowly but surely, she'll get down this way. And, again, that is Bailey Ebbing. She's also our Miss Congeniality. Mom's just feverishly posting pictures, right? So if they want to see pictures that you couldn't see online, you can head over to our Facebook page, and it's on there. I was hoping to grab Barbie Wechter. We've got Miss Tree City 2023. Morgan, take it away.
We do have Miss Tree City 2023, and I won't scoot the camera around on you because I feel like you got your hands full.
Thank you.
But you're here. It's an exciting thing. I mean, this is your sister winner.
Yes.
So how's it feel going into the fair? Because for the fair for Miss Decatur County, of course, it's their first event. Miss Tree City, it's really the last event. So how's that like?
I mean, it really feels like it's all here, though. Like, it's my last event, but her first event. Kind of feels like I'm going to have the hang of the thing. What's the word?
Hang up the cap, the cape.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
I get it.
Lots of words here.
I get it.
But I'm just really excited for her, and I'm excited to show her around.
I love that. And I've got to ask, and I know it's a bit early, so you can give me a look all you want, but do you have your ride for the fair parade yet?
My ride?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going back and forth. So
Okay.
It's either going to be in my blue F-150 truck,
Amazing.
which I always ride in,
Naturally.
or I'm going to be riding a horse.
I've got to say, we've seen the horse a couple years, and the horse is, I mean, it's like a princess riding a horse. It's really good, although your truck is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I do love it. I always see you on the road, and I know that's you. I love it. And, we've asked every other girl, what's your favorite fair food?
Favorite fair food?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I mean, I always go to the Optimus booth for them chicken strips,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Them elephant ears are calling me this year.
They really are. That's what always calls Emily,
It
too.
is.
The
It's
elephant
hard not
ear.
to.
It gets her. All right, well, we'll let you go, Miss Tree City.
Alrighty,
We're excited to see you during the fair.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We've also got Decatur County 4-H Princess from 2023. So Macy Kinker, I'm going to let you hold that right there. You're going to talk right there. You're about to hand it over.
Yeah, it's getting really close. The fair starts on the 11th, and I just can't believe it's almost here already.
So how was your year as princess?
It has been a really amazing year. I've loved getting involved in the community in so many ways, and it's just made such an impact on my life this year.
Has there been anything that stood out for you, like a moment or an event that was just your top?
A moment that really stood out to me is I was working at the branch one day for New Directions Teen Council, and I was just working there. We were working we were doing bubble waffles in the branch, and a little girl ran up to me, and she was just so excited to see me, and it just almost brought me to tears. We sat there for about 20 minutes and just talked back and forth with each other, and it just made my whole year.
Good. I'm so glad you've had such a good experience. Are we going to see you up on this stage one day?
I'm thinking about it, definitely.
It's down the road, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, congratulations finishing up your year. You'll have to hand that over. I think the first night of the fair, right? That's the end.
Yep.
What are you going to miss most about being involved?
I think I'm going to miss the most is just getting to meet all the different people that I've gotten to meet this year. It's been really amazing to just meet everyone.
Good. Well, we're glad you've had a great year and you've been everywhere. We've seen you everywhere we've been, so we know you've been busy.
Yep. Thank you
all right.
so much.
You're welcome. Have a great night. All right. The moment is here. We have Miss Decatur County. I don't know if people can hear in the background, but I'm just loving the expressions. All right, we've got Miss Decatur County 2024 and Miss Congeniality, Bailey Ebbing. I don't know if that'll slide over the crown. I don't want you, but you can talk right here into this if you want to do that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell us, what brought you out to do Miss Decatur County?
So Miss Decatur County 2019, I believe Sydney Meyer, when I came for her crowning, and she always made me promise. She goes, promise you're going to try and run one time. I just want you to give it a try, no matter win, lose, whatever. I want you to try out here and have fun with it. And last year I thought about doing it and then remembered, you know what, maybe there's a reason she made me promise. Came out here and tried to have fun and meet new people and stuff.
So what did you learn in this experience?
Definitely taking chances and believing in myself, just constantly talking, any nervous aspect, I gave myself a little pep talk, we're halfway done. You only have to speak for so long. These girls are out here doing the same thing. If they can do it, you can do it. Because I know the pageant started in the 1950s, I believe. It was, if all these amazing women have done it, I can survive tonight. I can come out and learn what it's all about and stuff.
So it's interesting. Your court, I've talked with them already, but they both said learning to walk in the heels and doing it appropriately was one of the hardest things for them.
I would probably have to agree with that. I would maybe tie it with having enough confidence and not worrying about the impromptu word, but definitely having to walk and trying to learn, if you fall, whatever, if your foot slips out, whatever, you're going to be the only one who remembers it here in 20 minutes that it happened. So if it happens, go with the flow.
It'll be okay,
yes,
right?
It'll be okay. We'll live and we'll learn and we'll move on.
All right. You were sporting a blue dress tonight, and it was funny when you came out. I was like, look at that blue, because it just pops. So what made you decide on that dress?
So I feel like I, thankfully for Top Flight, being a gymnast all these years, I always, when she would redesign, Leo's my head coach and our owner, she kept with the blue, and I was always told, the blue looks so good, the blue always pops, and I kind of felt most comfortable in originally a black dress, and then my mom had grabbed it, which prom shopping and dress shopping, it was always, my mom's always grabbing these ones, and it's not quite what I like, but she was like, trust me, Bailey, try it on. I tried it on and immediately fell in love with it. I love the blue. I think blue is definitely my color, and I think, honestly, wearing a blue gown and the blue Leo, I feel so confident in it that it was kind of, why not get it?
So tell us about your support system to get to this point.
I'll probably cry. So I have my amazing parents and my younger sister, who's she's been my cheerleader, and I've always tried to make her really proud. And then my grandpa, who, without him, I don't know, if I would have really taken some career opportunities and going to Purdue. I can thank him for that. We're a big Boiler family, and in my house I feel like we aren't the typical Indiana house, just between my parents and I have, you're either the IU house or you're the Purdue house, and my grandpa was like, go Purdue, I promise you. And so he's pretty much, been in my corner. My mom's been in my corner, so is my dad and my sister. And then I've got some amazing friends who were texting me through it. And anytime this week I was like, I'm kind of nervous. it's fine. Take a deep breath. You'll be fine. So I had so many amazing people in my corner all these years, and even this week, just really showing up and supporting me.
So as we move into Fair Week, what are we most looking forward to?
Oh, I think meeting a lot of new people, but also the kids. I'm a big kid person. I worked at North Decatur this past year, and then coaching gymnastics since it was legal for me to work. So I'm still doing that. I think being able to see impacts on kids, so being able to meet some of them and see some familiar faces and stuff. But then also, I've started taking at least a day or a few hours during Fair Week to walk into, those hog barns, all of the projects, all of the businesses, and just kind of taking a step back and looking at all of these people are so driven and passionate to be here. Definitely looking forward to the kids and looking at all the passions of people that are there.
Very good. And well, you also have to kiss the frog, right?
I know. I feel like
You can do this.
I was pretty tomboyish as a kid, and being a gymnast, I've ate the mat a few times, so
You're
like I'll
ready. This
survive.
frog is nothing,
Yeah,
right?
this frog is nothing.
And who knows what you might get out of the frog?
I might get a prince.
That's right. It could happen. All right. Before we let you go, I know you want to go celebrate. What's your favorite fair food?
Oh,
It's a hard one, right?
I know. I would say a funnel cake, but when I get home, and maybe fingers crossed this year, somebody might add it in, melted Nutella in the microwave,
Oh.
dipping it in the Nutella.
Because, see, I'm a funnel cake girl, too, so this sounds really good.
Yes. So even if it's pouring rain and storming outside and, your fair's a little quieter because of the weather, my mom will text each other and be like, funnel cake? And she'll be like, okay, I'm getting in the car. We're going to leave in 10 minutes. And then it's nose goes for who has to run in the rain to go get it.
I love
but
it.
Always worth it.
I love it. Well, congratulations again.
Thank
It's a
you.
very big honor. Thanks for stepping out and put yourself out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We will see you all at Fair Week. Stop by
Yep.
and visit anytime, okay?
I will.
All right. Once again, your Miss Decatur County 2024, Bailey Ebbing, as well as your Miss Congeniality.
Thank you.
All right. And we've got Miss Madeline Bowman. It's her last go. She's handed over her crowd. Oh. Nope. Come on over. Oh, I see what she's doing. The photographer is taking lots of pictures, so I got to.
Now, Emily, we've asked everyone else. What's your favorite fair food?
Well, I would say an elephant ear, but it's not.
How about we do this? Give me a sweet, give me a savory. Because I feel like
but
that's
I have
the
to give you a
biggest-
sour, too, because I loved the lemonade. So we'll come back to this question. All right, Madeline Bowman, you're a pro at this now, right?
Oh, I hope so. I mean,
it's
heck,
over.
It's been
You can
a year.
breathe.
I know, right?
So when you look back at this year, what are some of your favorite moments?
Oh, I have so many. I mean, top favorite is the fair. I mean, who can't? It's a week full of fun, full of the community, full of fun food. I mean, you may gain a couple pounds from the fair food, but you know what?
You
Who
sweat it off,
cares?
right?
You sweat it off. You're in the hog barn, the livestock pavilion. Yeah, no. But honestly, it's just I can't really pick out a favorite because this year has been so amazing. I mean, it's impacted my life in so many ways. Good
so many
ways.
community events. I think, I've said before, I don't think everybody realizes how many things really go on in our community until you're in a role like this and
Yes.
you're everywhere.
I know. I was like, there's things that my mom had, like my mom, she was the first runner-up to Mandy Messer now, but Mandy Bruce at the time. And my mom's like, yeah, like there's stuff like this, you have to go to this and you have to go to this. I'm like, I've never even heard of that. I mean, I hate to say that. I grew up in Decatur County. I've been a 10-year 4-H member. Like, I've been very involved, and there's still stuff you don't know about that you find out
There
about.
are. It just comes out. So what are our plans now that the rain is over?
I am in cosmetology school. I will graduate in August, maybe September, kind of depends.
Right.
I know, right? Get that off my chest next. I work in a salon right now. I do eyelash extensions, so I hope to eventually get an apprenticeship at a local salon here in Greensburg, and kind of work my way up and get more experience.
Well, you've had an absolutely wonderful year. You've been a great queen. We
Thank
appreciate
you
everything
so much.
you've done for the community.
Thank you for everything you guys have done too.
And now you can just breathe, right?
I know, right?
It's done. You don't have to walk perfect. You don't have to
Yes.
stand perfect.
Nope. So
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a great fun fair.
Thank you. And
Let's work this year.
I'm sure Bailey will be great. So I'm proud of her.
Very
Thank you
good.
guys.
Thanks. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up, I think, for Miss Decatur County 2024, that pageant. I'll answer your question, Morgan.
Thank you. I've been eagerly awaiting.
Eagerly awaiting. Well, here's the problem. There's so many good foods all around.
Yeah,
So, you know, I make
even
my
splitting it into the savory and sweet categories is hard.
I make my rounds, but I will tell you, at the top, I like to have a lemonade when I get to the fair. That's like the first thing I do every day. I just need a refresher. But, you know, I bounce. I love the Let's Fish. I love the pork chop at Smyrna. I love the taco salad. The funnel cake, probably near the top of the sweet side of things.
Yeah.
So all kinds of good stuff.
I love that.
That's right. What are your favorites?
I'm a kebab girl. We know that for a fact.
Yes.
I do love my kebabs, but I've got to say, this last year, I'm not gonna lie, that little tenderloin from the one booth that's across from the fit. You know the one?
Yes.
I forget which one she is.
Stacy's. Yes.
Yes, hers. But I like mine with onion and tomato, and that's it.
And
That's
just
what
a
I
good
want
old
on my
tenderloin.
tenderloin. Yeah.
There are so many good things. So.
Sweets, of course, the donut. I'm
You
not
love
a
the
huge
donut.
sweet girl, but I know I like that donut.
That's right. Well, we are going to wrap it up here from Greensburg High School for the 2024 Miss Decatur County. Once again, your Miss Decatur County is Bailey Ebbing. Your first runner-up is Kennedy Steer, and your second runner-up is Carly Thomas. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you to all the girls for stepping out, everybody that put on the pageant, as well as the fair committee. All do a great job. Morgan, you and I will see everybody here, well, July 4th, but then we'll be back at that fair ready to roll.
I'm ready.
All right. Everybody have a great night. Go out and celebrate, and have a great weekend. Be safe.
Absolutely.